Right, it's Tuesday, October the 15th now, and I've got a shorter walk planned for this afternoon. A 5-miler, country walking magazine again. They're Dersingham Bog and Wolferton circular, bits of which I've done before on a Sandringham circular back in 2019, so not unfamiliar terrain. Lovely area where Prince Phillip used to live. Very wooded, close to Sandringham, very close. I believe this is part of their estate over here. Might be wrong. It's a grey afternoon, but a bit warmer than yesterday, less breezy. About 12 degrees at the minute. So leaving the Scissors car park behind us, take a right at this junction here. I mentioned roadkill yesterday. There's another example. Poor hare. Lovely mixed woodland again, Scots pine, birch, but ravaged by rhododendron. Passing Friar Marcus Yard, the Royal Studs. Looking across to a misty wash there in the distance. And I remember this field, last time I was up here. Quite a few lapwings in it, which in itself was quite a rare sight. Nothing in it today. Passing the old school, which is now a residence. Immediately opposite the church, which is open today. Don't think it was last time. I haven't seen the name of this place yet. Wasn't at the Lich Gate. So there we have it, the Church of St. Peter. Don't know if you can read that. Should be able to now. Remembering their war dead. God rest their souls. So there you have it. There's the old bell tower. Quite plain though. Unsure what that is. As you can see, 1844. One of the few stained windows in this church, with a verse next to it. The old organ. And a last look back. Can't really capture the ceiling, unfortunately. Unsure why that is. As I say, this camera not so good in the dark in the winter, it seems. That's my last one. The yew here, planted by King George to remember one of his estate workers. A mere youngster at the minute though, in terms of yew trees. Beware of trains is not a joke. The gatehouse would have been next to the former railway line that had its own station at Wolferton, which we'll see shortly. Quite a large church for the population these days, but not back then. Soon be at the station. Passing Holt's auctioneers. The Royal Station. Quite amazing, this afternoon has been spoilt by the jet noise from either Mildenhall or Lakenheath. Yesterday there was nothing, and yet today that's all I'm getting. So there's the old tracks, as you can see, leading to where I was a few minutes ago at the gatehouse next to the church. All very authentic. I know there has been talk about resurrecting this line because a lot of it is still in place, and it's certainly one that could do with a light railway of some kind up from King's Lynn. Somebody has a private residence now on the second platform. Not sure that was the case when I was last here. Yeah, it is now a home, so it would be difficult to open up the railway and use this particular station again. Now somebody's garden, obviously. That's clearly been added since I was here in 2019. So the royals used to stop off here and get driven up to the house, the big house. Interesting where all this other memorabilia has come from. Those were the days when the trains were actually worth getting on and very reliable. We haven't really improved since then. Still get to Edinburgh back then as quick as you could now. When I was a kid, I came up to Hunstanton on a steam train on the King's Cross via Cambridge line. This one is from Liverpool Street. Slightly different route. So here we are. I'm not going to go over there, I've done that before. So there you have it. Good stuff. Passing another little car parking area. This being the one for the official start of this walk, Dersingham Bog, NNR. With an info panel here about the bog. Green sand, eh? Like you get down in Surrey. Livestock grazing again. So at this way marker, the official route is not straight on, but off to the left here. Decent views across Dersingham Bog. Google that, I suggest, for further information. It's quite interesting. 120 foot again, so similar height to yesterday. Quite lofty for this part of Norfolk. And down there on my left you can clearly see the old track bed. What a lovely route that would have been. I can't remember much of my trip on it, but certainly did it from Hitchin to Hunstanton on a steam train sometime in the 60s. Thing I remember most is the steam train. Not much else. Looks like a buzzard over there, but I could be wrong. Lovely autumn colours starting to appear. There is an option on this walk to go down the slope here and onto those boardwalks for a view of the bog. but I'm not going to do that today. Did it last time, but not today. Well, I was just wondering if that was the same John Denver when I saw it, and indeed it is. Died young, didn't he, really? God rest his soul. Anyway, he's got a nice bench here with a wonderful view. And there's a kestrel over there hovering. Now flying off. Lost him. John Denver's seat come down this slope. And yes, as I said a minute ago, you can take a walk round on the boardwalk here, but I'm not going to. It's called a Heathland Ramble. Continuing on the Hare's hike, there is at this point an option to shortcut back to the car park. Just as well I didn't take the shortcut back to the car park, because there's the not belted Galloways, but the notification said they were Galloways. Anyway, some cattle over there. Yeah, look at these minor bees. I think they're minor bee holes. Which sort, I don't know. But I'd hazard a guess, minor bees. Oh dear. More cattle ahead. Usually they're in a herd, but not these. Yeah, definitely a woolly beast. They're tagged as well, so they're used to us. Not like domestic beasts. Old beasts. And there's my path. There was an option, by the way, where those cattle are, to continue straight on to do an out and back, but again I'm not doing that today either. Onward journey. It's up through these trees. The busy A149 ahead of us there. Luckily we're turning right back to Scissors car park. Another monk jack skulking off. This rotten birch is home to a heap of fungi. They seem to love birch. Very good paths today, and roads of course. This is particularly springy underfoot, so wonderful. So the notice tells me, of course, that they're Black Galloway, not the belted kind that are used down in the Surrey Hills. The back at base, just under 4 miles, my variant of that walk, Country Walking Magazine's Dersingham bog, by avoiding the, or not doing the options, I've made it a 4 miler. short walk for me, but hopefully that's been interesting, and scenery was certainly very pleasant. Very peaceful here, apart from the jets today, unfortunately. So bad timing really on my part, but there you go. They could also have been from, is it Marham in Lincolnshire? That's only across the Wash. So, hope to get one more done before my return. Let's see how we get on. Till the next time.